Now next we are going to see about the OSI model. So here in OSI model, we are going to see about the 7 layers. That is, first layer is a physical layer, and next layer is data link layer, and third layer is network layer, and fourth layer is transport layer, and fifth layer is session layer, and sixth layer is presentation layer, and seventh layer is application layer. So this is the format from top to bottom. And here, so I'm going to say about one story for this, or example for how it's working. So first I need to send a message for someone. So I need to what I'm going to choose is how I'm going to send that message to that person. So I can be send that person through WhatsApp, or email, or any other kind of applications. So I'm going to use one type of applications. So that applications we are going to use. So in the different layers, by sending, first we are going to choose this application layer. So in that application layer, we are just going to choose which application we have chosen for sending the data. So we are choose, so I'm just choosing email, and I'm just typing the my message, and I'm just forwarding to this presentation layer, which is ready for the sending the data forwarded. Next is session layer. This session layer will separate or make a partitions sessions. It will make a sessions of my data, what I'm sending. It should be sessions. And next is the after session layer, it is transported to the it is passed to the transport layer. This transport layer will decide next to the network layer, which networks is going to pass, how it's the network is going to pass the data to the sender. And next is transport layer, it is finished. And after that, it's going to network layer. Network layer is after it going for the data link layer. The data will link the to the physical layer. This is the second layer. And here the physical layer will convert the transmission media, that it is connected to the transmission layer, which is and it is represents as zeros and ones. So here from data link layer, as I've discussed, so we are going to see about the 7 layers with an example. So here in the physical layer, it will transfer from the data link layer. Data link layer is coming inside the physical layer. It all represents zeros and ones. So this zeros and ones represents to the transmission media. Here this transmission media will consider as an asynchronous mode or synchronous mode. Which one is wireless or another is guided media, will consider as the normal medias. Okay. So after that, this data link layer is represents from transmitted to the another layer. So next is data link layer. From already we have seen, the data link layer will get the information from the network layer, uh, and last we passed to the physical layer, which already we have seen. Here this data link layer will sets as the frame, which is partial to the, here that is the hope to hope delivery, which this is called as another name is the end system delivery also. Here A is connected to the link and the hope delivery. And next is transport network layer. So next is this transport layer is passed to the so network layer is passed to the transport layer. Here this transport layer is already seen, it is transferred from the transport layer. So the transport layer is pass the data into a segments, and it is changed to the frames as address, it is been separated, and the segments have been passed to the from network layer session layers to network layer by using the transport layer. So by this, this is the process of an the process and reliable process to the process with the delivery passing the message. So to session layer, the presentation layer is forwarding the data to the session layers, and it is transferred to the transport layer. The session layer is transported to the session layer. So each segment in this image, it clearly shown that each segment is passed to this transport layer. Next is application layer. So in the application layer, it is completely forward as a one data. So after that only it's segmented into parts, into and different frames, and the frames, each frame is passed to the by the network layer. So this is a user requirements program. This is passed to the application layer. So the application layer to the presentation layer. So this is the summary of the layers, which what they are doing for the physical layers. So already that is already explained about that. So in the application layers, going to start about the resources. Presentation layer, we just encrypt the compression data, and the session layer will be managed the terminated session, and in transport layer with a process to process the message delivery and error recovery is processed, and in network layer the packets have been sourced to the destinations by using inter-networking, and in the data link layer the bits into frames, that is hope to hope delivery is passed, and the finally is physical layer which overloaded to the electronic specifications.